Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm a little nervous recording this because this is my first ever video I'm posting on YouTube, so there's a little bit, my nerves are a little activated, I guess you can say. But as you can tell by the title, I will be starting my cash stuffing journey. And I thought I'd just create like a little introduction video, just talking a little bit about my budget and just myself and my setup. Because I want to record my cash stuffing journey just to keep me accountable. Because as I'll explain, I am not the best when it comes to budgeting. This is actually my first ever like actual budget. Because before that, I would just spend my money how I wanted. And now that I am 18, going on 19, I am an adult. It is time for me to actually budget my money and see it grow and develop. So what do I start off with? I guess I'll start off with my name. My name is Maya. I'm 18 years old. I will be turning 19 next Saturday, actually. I live at home with my parents while I attend college. I graduated high school last year in May, and I'm currently a college student. My major is biology, so I'm striving for my bachelor's in biology. I'm not entirely sure what my career scope is down to the finest detail, but I'm looking at medical research science right now. Again, I'm not sure. I've looked at the MD route, I've looked at the PhD route, I've looked at a lot of different things, and right now research is just really like getting me excited. So we'll see where that goes. I do work part-time. I'm not going to share too much information about my job just yet and what I make and how much I make, just because I'm not comfortable sharing that information just yet. I'm sure I will down the line, but just right now I just work part-time. But yeah, like I said, I live at home with my parents. My parents are very generous allowing me to live with them. They're really just letting me live with them for as long as I attend school. Like as long as I'm actively pursuing my career, they said you can live here basically free of charge. Besides the little money that I give them for like household items every now and then. But yeah, other than that, my money is my own. I'm allowed to use it how I want to, budget it how I want to. And so I have created a lot of savings goals, not only for this year, but for like the next like 5-ish years. I am very big at planning ahead. But yeah, so I guess that's really it about me. I guess we can dive into my setup now. I'm still figuring it out. So just be warned that it might change a little bit in the next few videos. But this is what I have going on right now. When I tell you guys, it has quite literally been like weeks upon weeks, days upon days, hours upon hours for me to figure out how I wanted my binders to look, and just my overall, like my envelopes, my overall, just this setup right here took me forever to figure out, because I didn't know if I wanted to buy brand spanking new binders, like 3, 4, 5 binders, and have a bunch of envelopes. I decided against that just because I don't want this to be overwhelming. Like I really want this to be tailored to me and my current needs and wants. I don't want to be too overwhelmed at the start just because I want to actually stick with this budget. I don't want to get too overwhelmed and then end up not budgeting or doing something completely different that doesn't really work for me. So, starting off, let's move this pretty little baby's breath. So this is going to be my wallet. This is not my current wallet. My current wallet is this Dooney & Burke small wallet. This is the wallet I'm using at the moment. But I'm going to switch into this Louis Vuitton Agenda in the size PM. When I tell you this thing is quite literally older than me. My mom has had this for a very, very long time. That's why it's like fraying at the edges. The hardware is like completely ripped off. But I really like it, and so I want to use it. But I do kind of eventually want to get like a new wallet or a new one of these, just so that it's not like this old. But this is going to be my wallet, and then this is my long-term savings binder. I have this little keychain charm. I think I got this from Temu. And then the clear acrylic binder, I think I got this from either Amazon or Temu as well. And then I'll go through all of my envelopes in a second. And then this right here has some baby's breath. This right here is my main binder. I call it my main binder because it houses most of my envelopes. This is the Louis Vuitton Agenda in the size MM. I got this for my birthday a while ago. So you guys know that I'm not rich. These are all, the only thing I bought was this. These two were not bought by me. But yeah, I got this as a gift for my birthday. So this one is relatively new. I guess we'll start with my wallet. Yeah, we'll start with my wallet. But yeah, this is the setup. These are my binders. Just 3 basic binders, one being my wallet. I will eventually evolve and get more things as time goes on. But right now, this is what we're working with. I hope I'm not shaking like the camera too much. This desk is very unstable, and so it shakes a lot. And then this tripod like is also kind of unstable. So we'll figure it out, but I hope I'm not shaking it too much. Okay, so let's start with my wallet. I guess I'll just move that to the side. All right. So as you can see, there's nothing in it right now because, again, this is not my current wallet. It needs to be cleaned as well. Anyways, so the first envelope I have in here is groceries. So because I live with my parents, we do family grocery shopping. But there are some things that I like to have personally. Like there's some certain like snacks and like drinks and like lunch food items that we don't necessarily get when we go family grocery shopping. So this is why I want to have my own little personal grocery envelope. All right, next up is eating out. So as far as like my budget before this goes, most of my money has been spent on eating out. Like quite literally most of my money, specifically DoorDash and Uber Eats. That's where a lot of my money went before I'm gonna start this budgeting journey. So we are going to cut down significantly on how much we eat out, mainly because I'm going to be shopping for my own groceries so that I don't have to eat out every single day. It's not every single day, but it's a few times a week. It gets pretty bad sometimes. And especially because we're going to be probably snowed in this weekend. There's supposed to be like a snowstorm coming here in the South where I am, and everyone's like at the stores. Like my coworkers were talking about how they went to the grocery stores and like it was like packed with people. And it's so ridiculous because I grew up in the Midwest, and so snow is like not a new thing. And I lived in Michigan as well, so it's like, exemplified. But anyways, I don't expect there to be a snowstorm, but I'm worried about that because like what if I end up eating out and getting Uber Eats and things like that. But anyways, the eating out budget will be cut down significantly, but yeah, that's what this is for. Like DoorDash, Uber Eats, going to some restaurant and getting takeout. That's what this is for. Spending. This is just my spending for the week. Now, like I said, I spend the most on eating out. I don't really spend that much outside of that. Sometimes I'll hit up a couple stores and like get little like small like trinkets and things, but I mostly get like food. So yeah, I really don't know how much I'll be putting in any of these envelopes each week, but spending is probably going to be the least because I really don't spend that much during the week anyway. All right, and then I forgot to take this out. There's supposed to be another category in here. This is supposed to be my giving envelope, but I don't have a label for that, so it's just blank right now. So until I get a label for it, it's just going to be blank. But giving is supposed to be for, you know, just anytime I see someone that's down on their luck and needs a little pick-me-up, I can buy something for them or I can give them cash. So that's what this is for. And then miscellaneous is just for anything that I need to get throughout the week that has not been budgeted for. Like oftentimes I'll go out like with one of my family members and they want something. And so this would probably be where I pull it from. Or I could use this as a buffer for when any of these envelopes, I overspend in any of these envelopes. So that is my wallet. As far as gas goes, I am actually not a driver just yet. I have my learner's permit. I don't have my license just yet. It's a long story. It's a very, very long story. But all that matters now is that I am actively getting on the road and getting my drive time in. And I hope that before spring is out, I can get my driver's license. But even when I do, I'm not sure if I'll have an envelope for gas, just because I know for some like credit cards that if you get gas on them, you can get cash back. And so I'm also looking for a new credit card. But anyways, yes, this is my wallet. There will probably be some upgrades made here soon, just because it's so like blank right now. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transfer my cards and things that are in this wallet over to this one. So yeah, I'm gonna do that off camera, obviously. Okay, so I transferred all of my important cards over. The coins that are still in this wallet, obviously there's no coin slot space in this agenda. So eventually I will get like a little zipper pouch that'll go into these rings so that I can have an area for my coins. But for now, we're just gonna leave them to the side. But yeah, that's my wallet all set up. I did put the money that was in that wallet in here. This is not going to be actually utilized. This is going to my I need to deposit this money into my bank. But yeah, so there's the wallet. I kind of want to put like a cute little like keychain on it or something, just because like I don't know, I just kind of want to zhuzh it up a little bit. I kind of want to put this keychain on there, but I really like this keychain for this. So wait here, let me see if I can find like a cute little keychain to put on here. Okay, so I found two cute little keychains. I got them in a set with this one, but I don't know if I like either of these. At least not like with this. Like, I don't know if, I mean, the pink one is kind of cute. The black one is too, but it's just like, I don't know, let's see. This is, like, just have it, like, loose like that in there. Oh, the black one is kind of cute. Let me move that one aside. Kind of like the pink one as well. Okay. Let's actually like close it and see. That's not bad. I don't know. We're just gonna leave it for now. And there's a couple keychains I saw online that I really like, and so I'm probably gonna purchase one of those and then use one of those. But for now, this is kind of cute. I mean, I don't know, I just wanted something there. So, all right, well, that's my wallet, so we can set that aside. My wallet is all set and ready to go. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I forgot to mention as far as like weekly expenses. No. Oh yes, my wallet will be considered my weekly expenses, my variable expenses. All right, now we're gonna go into my main binder, which has most of my sinking funds. So my main binder has my what do you call it, my short-term savings and my personal savings, aka my short-term sinking funds and my personal sinking funds. This is all personal, I guess you can say, but it's a little, you'll see why it's kind of different in my head. So I've decorated it slightly, but this is not how I want it to be just forever. I want to add more things to it, but for now I have this cute little like freebie planner card from Michaela Creations Co. That's where I got all of my envelopes, by the way. I got all of my envelopes from Michaela Creations Co. except for the envelopes in my wallet. The envelopes in my wallet are from I'm blanking on the name. I think it's like Intentional Living or something like that. That's where I got the envelope inserts. Sorry, not the envelopes. The envelopes I got from Amazon, and then the envelope inserts I got from like Intentional. I know it's Intentional something, so I'll put it on the screen. But that's where I got my wallet inserts from. But my actual envelopes I got from Michaela Creations Co. And this planner dashboard I got from Michaela Creations Co. as well. It's Baby's Breath, which I have right here. It's actually kind of in the same shape. That's kind of crazy. Oops. My setup. Okay. And then the clip is also from Michaela Creations Co. It came as a freebie. So let's just go in. All right. So this planner, what do you call it? Divider. This is from the Bare Budget. These are beautiful, as you can see. I love the cursive. Love cursive font, as you can tell. But yes, this is my short-term, or going into my short-term savings. All right, so car maintenance. This is for anything I need to maintain my car, of course. Like I said, I am not currently like on the road by myself just yet, but we do have a few different family cars that one of them is going to be mine when I start driving. And the only thing about those cars, however, is that a lot of them need they're older cars, so they'll need a lot of maintenance. So I'm gonna have to save up a lot in this envelope to make sure that I have enough money to maintain the car, whichever car that I get. Which I'm still very, very thankful for, that I don't have to save up for a car, or I don't have to have a car note, at least not right now. So yes, that's what this car is for. And eventually I'll have a car care and a gas envelope in here, just because car maintenance, this is for like oil changes, getting your wheels rotated, and all those other like like really big like maintenance things. And then car care would be for like car washes and like car organization, and getting like little decor items and like those little air fresheners you put on your air vents and things like that. That's what that would be for. And then gas, I want to at least save up like a couple weeks worth of gas before I start driving. And so that's what that envelope would be for. That way, once I start driving, I don't have to worry about, I need a budget for all of this gas. Like, no, like I'll have, I'll have gas, already saved up. So that's what that'll be for. But, moving on, for family, this is the envelope for my family, of course, my parents and my siblings. This is just to save up for like outings, like if we want to go out to eat or if we want to go out to the movies, which we haven't done either of those things in quite some time. And so I would like to do that with my family. And so this would be to pitch towards those things, just like family outings and whatnot. This could also be for like if there's like a random family birthday that comes up and I didn't budget for it, like, you know, this is just anything that my family needs. This is what I will be using to save up for that. This is the envelope for that. All right, holidays. This is pretty self-explanatory. It's for any and all holidays except Christmas. I think I'll have a separate Christmas fund. But this is just for like Valentine's Day coming up and like all those little like random holidays throughout the year, like Mother's Day, Father's Day, like all those random holidays. So there's that. Health and medical. Now, since I'm still only 18, I'm still under my parents' insurance and I don't work full time, so I don't get insurance through my employer. So, my parents still largely take care of all of my, like medical needs. The only thing they tell me to do is to, set up my own appointments now, and go to my own appointments. They are not doing that anymore. So I have to do that myself, but, they pay for all of that, including co-pays and even my prescriptions and things like that. But I still want to have an envelope for it just in case they aren't able to pay for something. I can pay for it myself, and just to save up for like when I do eventually have to move out, obviously, I can have a separate fund for my medical needs. And so right now this is kind of just going to be for like, you know, supplements and like just like the little like cough syrup and things like that. But eventually this will be like used for like actual bigger like medical and health needs. All right, bedroom. This is for my room because again, I live with my parents. So I'm actually recording this in my bedroom right now and I need a lot of organization. And it's weird because I have organization, but it's just not very good. Like I'm looking over at my organization right now and it's like quite literally falling apart. So I need like better organization items like bins and things like that. And there's also a few decor pieces I want to add to my room. Right now I'm like focusing on making my like wall like a art museum, like an art gallery. Of different art pieces that I like, and I have like 3 of them right now. My walls are really bare, so this is just to go to like make my room feel like a home because I'm, you know, living with my parents, so I live with family, so just kind of making my room feel a little more like my own little personal house, I feel like would be pretty helpful just as I'm in college and, you know. But yes, that's what this is for. Gifts would be, oops. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. Gifts is for gifts for people, for my family members, friends, you know, if, you know, someone did something nice for me and I want to gift them something, that's where I would pull from. I just recently had a family birthday, my cousin's birthday, and I did not have any budget for it, so I just randomly put something together. So I would like to have an envelope dedicated to an actual fund for gifts and things like that. All right, giving. So I do have a sinking fund envelope for my giving. So the one in my wallet is just for like when I'm out and about and I see someone that I can give them money. This is more so to save up for like bigger giving. Like if I have a friend or like a family friend that really needs some help, and I can like give them money for that, or I can give them like a nice like whatever it is that they need, I can buy it for them or something like that. This is also for donations and giving to charities and foundations. I really want to start giving money to like different charities and organizations. I know there's a lot of good things going on in my community, and there's a lot of like good organizations to fund just in the world in general. So I want to be able to fund those things. So this is what that envelope will be for. All right. Miscellaneous. This is for anything that I have similar to the miscellaneous envelope in my wallet. This is for any and everything that I did not budget for. And that can happen very, very quickly and very, very frequently with me. So that's what this is for. All right, so now we're moving into my personal sinking funds. That's why I said this is like kind of different, because this is just like any and everything. And then this is more so like tailored to me personally. So let's get into it. Oh, I have something on it. Okay. So hair and beauty. This is for my hair and my beauty products. I don't currently, well, I kind of do need some hair products, but that's besides the point. That's what this envelope is for. Makeup, maybe skin. I'm still trying to figure out if I should pull skincare from hair and beauty or from hygiene. I'm really not sure, but beauty, hair, you know, all of those things. Nails, that's what this is for. All right, hygiene, this is for all of my body care and like, you know, oral care and things like that. All of those needs, soap, toothpaste, just all of the random hygiene related items. This is spending. This is my spending envelope. I have one in my wallet again, just as like weekly spending, and then this is for like if I want to do some online shopping or some retail therapy. I can do that. I can pull from this envelope and I can have that money, and that way I don't feel guilty going shopping and spending a bunch of money because I'll have budgeted for it. All right, hobbies. So I have a lot of different hobbies. A lot of them I'm not entertaining at the moment because life has been very busy. I had a very busy week. But once I do start getting back into my hobbies, I want to be able to fund those things. At the moment, I really don't need to buy anything related to my hobbies because I have a lot of like leftover stuff. But once I really start getting back into it, I know I'm gonna like run low on things, and so this is where I would pull from. A few of my hobbies, just to mention them, are like sewing, reading. I love buying books and reading books. Drawing, painting, what else? Crocheting, all of those things. I will need to budget for. So there we go. All right, and then treat yourself. This is for like some more like expensive items. So like if like Louis, like if I want to buy myself like some kind of like designer item or like a designer handbag or something like that, I would save up for it in this envelope and then go and purchase it. This is also for things like, you know, if I just want to take myself on a little like solo date, like to the movies, or if I want to go to like get a massage or go to the spa or something like that, that's where I would pull from as well. All right, and then clothing and shoes. This is just all wardrobe items. I really should have just named this wardrobe. But this is just for all of my clothing items, all of my shoes and things like that. I desperately need jeans. I desperately need a lot of things because I just got rid of a lot. And my drawers are very, very bare. So I will need to stuff this quite frequently. But yeah, those are all of my like main sinking funds, and that's really it for my main binder. Again, I want to decorate it some more, and eventually I will have more envelopes, but that's what I'm working with at the moment as far as my main sinking funds go. So there's that. Now we can move into my long-term sinking funds. So, starting off with my emergency fund. So, everyone and their mom should have an emergency fund. It doesn't matter if you live with your parents. It doesn't matter if you are like young like me, or you're really old. You need to have an emergency fund. I don't really have a current goal for this at the moment. I'm really just, I think like 500 would be nice. I know most people have at least 1,000 in their emergency fund, or are working towards 1,000 in their emergency fund. For now, I think 500 would be a good goal, just because I'm starting out. But yeah, that's really it for your emergency fund. That's a pretty like standard envelope that like every cash stuffer has. Travel. So this envelope I'm really excited for. One thing about my family, we do a lot of traveling, a lot of road trips, specifically. And I don't know if we have a road trip or a vacation or whatever planned for this year, but if we do, I want to budget for that. I want to be able to get my own hotel room, pay for my own food, my own like all things travel expenses. That's what this is for. So yeah, I want to have like, I feel like 2,000 would be a comfortable amount to have in here. Especially for road trips, that's a very comfortable amount, I feel like, especially for one person. So yeah, that's travel. And then home. So this envelope is the one I'm most excited for. This is to save up for my own place. Eventually, I'll have to move out and have my own place of residence, whether that be an apartment or a townhome or a single family home, whatever. I'm going to have my own place eventually. So this is to save up for that. I'm going to be putting a lot into this envelope, a lot more than my other envelopes, just because I really want to make sure I have a lot in this envelope. I'm not sure when I plan on moving out, but when I do, I want to have like at least like a few months worth of rent saved up, and insurances and bills. Like, you know, I want to have like the whole package ready to go when I move out. So this is gonna get a lot of money towards it, so be prepared. But yes, those are all of my long-term savings. These are probably going to get most of my money each week, just because I'm really trying to aggressively save for those things, especially my home envelope. So now we're moving into my savings challenges. I do not have a little divider for it, but eventually I will. I was originally going to have a completely separate binder for my savings challenges, but I just thought, you know, that's a little bit like unnecessary. Just because like I have room in this in this binder, so I might as well utilize it. But the first savings challenge that I have, I'm looking at having only like 3 or 4 savings challenges at a time. Just because, again, I'm just starting off. I don't want it to be too overwhelming. But the first one that I have is this rainy day savings challenge from the Intentional Dollar. That's the name. That's the name of the place I got my inserts for my wallet. The Intentional Dollar is the name. But I got this as a freebie with my order, which was really nice. And I literally love this challenge so much. It's so cute. I love ducks. Ducks are like one of my favorite animals. My first word as a baby was duck. So my family makes fun of me about that all the time. But I think this is so like fitting for a rainy day savings challenge. I do want to have just a rainy day savings fund. I don't have an envelope for that yet, but just whenever I have to take a day off for work because I'm sick or I need a mental health day or whatever, I have money for that day. So if I just want to sit in bed all day and order Uber Eats or do some like retail therapy or something like that, this is what that would be for. Whenever I have a day where it's just everything's terrible and I just want to, you know, cuddle up and do something sweet for myself, that's what this is for. So it saves $100 right there. So I think that's a very good amount for a rainy day. Excuse me, I'm sorry. All right, moving on. I have a 26 weeks savings challenge that I'm going to do. This one saves $702. These challenges, including this one and the $5 savings challenge, I got these in a bundle from Amazon when I first wanted to start cash stuffing, which was like a couple years ago when I was like 16 and I got my first job. All of that money went to whatever that did not get saved. But I still saved the challenges as well as a few of the items, including this calculator, because I knew I would want to cash stuff eventually. So that's what this is for, or from. So I'm not sure if I have the link for it anymore, but I'm sure you could just look up like savings challenge bundle on Amazon and it might pop up. All right. So that's the 26 week savings challenge. The next one I have is the dollar savings challenge. I don't have an envelope for it yet, so I have to get one. I do have a bunch of like random like extra envelopes. That's what these are from. Like just random envelopes that I had lying around. So I need to get an envelope for that. Actually, let me do that right now so that I don't forget. Okay, so this was one of the binders that I was considering using. It matches my nails. So cute. But yeah, I was considering using this binder as my savings challenge binder. But yeah, this is where I keep all of my extra envelopes because I have a lot of them. I'm really not sure how I accumulated this many envelopes, but all right, so we have one. So I will close that up, move that to the side. The thing about this envelope, or this binder, I keep saying envelope. The thing about this binder is that you have to manually take apart the little rings. So it's a little difficult. All right, let's put the envelope in first. Okay, now we can close all of these. This video is gonna be really long. I'm sorry if I talk too much. I really seriously thought this video was only gonna be like 15 minutes. Boy, oh boy, I'm a talker. Anyways, okay, there we go. So I have my $1 savings challenge. This is just for rollover money, really. I don't know if I'm actually gonna budget for this each week. I think this will just be for whatever money I have left over in my wallet. And since it only saves $30, I'm probably not going to put this towards a sinking fund. I'm probably just going to put this in my bank buffer, but this will go towards that. All right. And then my $5 savings challenge, if I can grab it, maybe. Okay. This saves $150. I have no clue where I want to put this money. But it's good to have a $5 savings challenge. I like $5. I feel like it's a good amount to put into a savings challenge. So I have a whole savings challenge for it. All right, so those are all of my savings challenges at the moment. I have no clue where I'm going to put this savings challenge. I think I'm probably just going to put it all into my home envelope just to really get ahead. but I'm not sure. I might distribute it between sinking funds. But yes, I have 4 savings challenges at the moment, which I feel like because most of them are low denominations, that it's a pretty doable for me in my budget. But yeah, that's this binder, which means that I have officially gone through each of my binders. I have a lot of like random things on my desk. So yeah, there is my setup. I hope that this video wasn't too long and too overbearing of a chit-chatty video. I just really wanted to just go over, like, just introduce myself and go over my setup. There will be changes here and there, so I really kind of don't like this. I really might take this off, but I hope that this video was very informational, and now as we go, as I embark on my cash stuffing journey, you know all of the things, all of my envelopes and what they're for and why I'm using them. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I'm missing. If there is anything else that I'm missing, then you will hear about it in the next video. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and stick around with me if you want to see me embark on this journey. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.